Well, I think it's about time we dive into some backyard design from Linton's. What do you say? Details and a lot of great info lying straight ahead.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on Black-Eyed Susans, only $1.99 each. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
On location here in beautiful Bristol, Indiana, and we are here on location as part of what we do here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens as we feature these dramatic landscape designs. And Mark, today is no exception. This is a homeowner who had a special event coming up. They had a deadline you had to meet. Thankfully, you were able to do everything, meet that deadline, and give them a lot of extra living space, and that was really the goal here, wasn't it?
Well, we've never missed a deadline in 31 years, and actually got it done a couple days in advance, so met that goal. And then you're right, we did have quite a few different challenges, and probably the biggest challenge here was when we first met together with the homeowner, was that we just did not have enough outdoor living space, and also it just didn't flow. We actually had more outdoor patio furniture than what the surfaces could handle, and so kind of problem solved together, and created various outdoor rooms where we could strategically place the patio furniture but still feel connected with the other guests as well as from inside the house.
All right, so brick patio design, one part of what we're talking about here during this segment of the program. Also the tweaking of the landscaping, which wasn't bad when you got here, but you tweaked it, and then some other brick patio design that you did on the steps going up to the back of the home. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But why don't we get started, Mark, and tell us maybe some of the challenges and how you began the process.
Well, right here, Craig, where we're standing is we created this nice outdoor living area which overlooks the swimming pool. This is probably one of my favorite spots here because you've got a beautiful view of the pool. This furniture actually was tucked up there by the house, and it was actually hard to get in between the tables and chairs and that. Now we've got plenty of room for the guests, and we picked out a what I would say is a neutral color to work with. We had kind of a reddish-brown brick on the house that this needed to work well with. We've got the concrete color from the existing patio and the pool deck. And what we ended up selecting was with which I would just call is plain vanilla. The color here works out very well, and it matches the mortar that you see in between the red bricks, and came up with a nice unilock brick and pattern here that blends well. We also got creative here, and this is called a soldier course, and running the paving bricks in an opposite direction kind of does a nice job of framing the new patio. And we also continued that look around the existing patio. And what that did was tie in the two areas together.
Yeah. You can see that, and you've done a nice job. It does. It absolutely ties the two together. It looks seamless, Mark.
Another challenge that we had here was this grade change. We had the pool deck, which was up higher, and the patio, which was lower. And so we've got just a nice transition, just a very comfortable ramp, if you will, to go from the patio up to the pool. And this is the entrance here to the pool where you see the railing. And so if you're going to go into the pool, this is where you want to go. So we wanted to make sure that we had really good traffic flow, especially to this point.
And it is a gradual incline. It's really nice the way that it just flows right into what was the existing and original concrete patio.
And directly behind you there, we featured some of this on some of our earlier shows this year. This is what we call a seat wall. And not only is it decorative, but it's very functional as well. It works out well as a built-in bench. It takes the place of an amazing amount of furniture, and very comfortable to sit on. And we've got it designed so that you not only can sit on it facing the house, but also swimming pool as well.
All right, folks, so you've learned a new term today, maybe. Seat wall. Not sea wall, but seat wall.
That's right. Ought to go over here and check it out.
This is a seat wall. And, Mark, what you told me about what's below us here, the brick patio design, this was a green space. And, man, it was a problem for the homeowner, wasn't it, when their guests wanted to go into the pool and out, and it became kind of a nuisance.
It was an obstacle. It was difficult, and definitely the traffic did not flow. There were a few stepping stones in order to make things better in that, but still we had this challenge of not enough space here on the patio. And so this extends the patio space. It gives built-in seating as well, and it also beautifies at the same time.
Are there any practical attributes to this kind of brick paving block? It looks like it'd probably give your feet a better foundation than slick concrete.
It is very comfortable to your feet, and doesn't get real hot. It's also very low maintenance, and the process that we go through, actually there's more work in doing the preparation of these brick patios than the installation of it. Of course, the installation is the fun, pretty part, but what takes them greatest amount of time, Craig, is all the preparation that goes into it. We excavate the existing soil. We bring in crushed stone, which we heavily compact with a plate compactor or a vibrator, and we build up a solid base, which those bricks go on. And there's actually two different layers. There's a coarse layer and then a layer of fines, which has same consistency of sand, but unlike sand, it compacts very, very well.
What about the durability? You mentioned it is an attractive piece and it is very practical, but can you expect 20 good years out of this at least?
You can expect over 100 years.
Is that right?
Yes. New advancements, especially with the joint compound that we've got here. And this looks like a mortar mix here. And if you feel it, it is just as hard as concrete. But Craig, if you would come out here after a recent rain, or if some reason this got wet, actually you could take a pen or a pencil and stick it right through here. That it becomes very soft. It's almost squishy like. And the benefit of that is that the ground is always moving, especially here in Michiana, where we've got extreme temperature changes from way below zero in the wintertime to over 100 degrees during the summertime. You get the ground flexing in that. And so just like concrete, we know concrete's going to eventually crack. We know this would crack too. And so this joint compound, it allows it to crack, but because it has a polymer in it, it reseals itself, and it does that forever and ever. And so what we're using here is called a polymeric joint compound, and that's only been available for about the past 10 years now.
So there's automatic correction that's going on year-round.
That's right.
Well, Mark, you mentioned the Soldier course, which ties in the existing pavement with what you've done with the new, and it leads right up to the patio here.
It does, and it's all about color and beautification. And we didn't want this to look like an add-on, and so it works out beautifully, tying in the different surfaces. And where you see this meeting up with the brick house, you can see why we chose the color. Basically, it's just plain vanilla. Really didn't want a color here. We've got enough color with this beautiful brick on the house. Craig, the other challenge that we had here was the original set of steps going up to the back door. There is a lot of activity going in and out of this house. We've got the kitchen in there, and we've got the pool out here, and people are going back and forth all the time.
And I noticed, too, these steps seem to be, well, maybe twice as wide as the norm.
It's very comfortable to feet. Older people would have no problem navigating these steps. And one of the things that I like most about this is this upper level here. We've got a really big landing there. And if you think about it, when you're bringing food, service items, and that out of the house, you're usually carrying a tray in your hands. And when you're carrying that tray, you really can't look down and see where your feet are. And so we really don't want to have a step immediately as soon as you step out of the house. So people, guests, not only the homeowner, really appreciate having a large landing there. And then we did something quite unusual here. We went all the way from one corner to the other corner, which visually makes us look a lot more open, a lot more inviting. And of course, we only have the one door here for access. And so we beautified that, and also gives the guests a visual clue that those doors there are not functional.
Very good. And a small bit of detail. I like the way that the designer brick complements the door, color-wise.
It's all about color, as you know.
Mark, you can't help but notice the beautiful variety of urns here, both front and back. And you've done a nice job with your decor and putting landscape design around and in them.
Well, thank you. Actually, some of these were existing, and then we also brought some of our own to blend in with the clients' containers that they have. And we've got different light conditions here. Some of the areas are getting full sun, others are in shade, and so that really made it limitless for us, that we could really have a nice selection of both annuals and tropicals here.
Sounds great. I tell you what, the color is beautiful, and this is the perfect time of the year to be enjoying it all right here. Mark, I must say, it's stunning, the design that you've created through Linton's around this pool here in Bristol.
Well, thank you, Craig. We had an original landscape here, but some of it was getting a little tired and just needed to have some new life breathed into it. And so went around with the homeowners, kind of evaluated what we had, and made a list of what we liked and what we did not like. And so if you stand here, it is really almost impossible to figure out what's new and what was original. And of course, that was the goal. Of course, wanted to make things low maintenance because this is a rather large property in that. And so behind me here, we added these low maintenance dwarf they're golden liriopes, and they will be blooming during the summertime. Also switched over to a stone ground cover, where prior to us there was a bark ground cover there, which actually was making a huge mess, and that bark was getting out onto the pool deck here.
I would imagine stone makes for a much cleaner environment.
Highly recommend that, especially around swimming pools. And then also we've got a very large quantity of urns filled with annuals as well as tropicals, and that's something that we planted up weeks before the special event, had them looking into their full glory in that, and those are not only scattered around these outdoor living spaces, but around both the front and back side of the house as well.
You never can get enough splashes of color, I suppose, huh?
I agree.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the feature here from beautiful Bristol, Indiana, and adding a nice touch to a beautiful backyard here, and we appreciate the homeowner inviting us out here. Well, we've got lots of things upcoming in the show, Mark. In fact, what you like to do is provide your guests with great value and great savings, and we're going to do that here in a bit, aren't we?
We are. We've got a large selection of freebies for this week, and excited to share those with the viewers.
All right, it's the wonderful freebie sale, and it's all coming up right after this, so stay tuned.
Step into a magical world at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, a world full of color and inspiration, beautiful ideas to transform your home inside and out. Explore acres of displays to spark ideas for your own home and garden, plus expert advice to help bring your ideas to life. Right now, save on Black-Eyed Susans only $1.99 each. Visit Lintons.com for ideas galore. Linton's Enchanted Gardens, County Road 17 in Elkhart, between the 20 bypass and exit 96 off the toll road.
Welcome back to our program. Hope you enjoyed that landscape feature in beautiful Bristol, Indiana. Always nice to travel around the area and discover the great landscape designs of Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And Mark, for those that are watching and those that are maybe interested in doing something like that at their own home, it's an easy phone call to Linton's to start the ball rolling.
That's right. And what we do is start out assessing the situation and like to help our guests through challenges that they may have and do some problem solving with them. And that's what we accomplished there. And the biggest benefit was increasing the outdoor living area around the swimming pool.
Everybody's thinking about things like that these days, aren't they?
A lot of people are spending more time outdoors, especially during the warmer summertime and that, and we're here to help.
And if you noticed during the segment that we just featured, there are lots of ideas that come directly from the Linton's property, the plants, trees, and shrubs in particular, and I'll tell you, that's what we're talking about here today.
We've got a beautiful selection of freebies here that I'd like to share with the viewers today. Craig's starting down there with our first perennial. It's our Deutschland Astilbe, and that is a white flowering Astilbe. Beautiful red color to the stems. This starts blooming in the springtime and then continues to bloom throughout the summertime. Excellent plant for shaded areas, and I also like the beautiful shiny glossy almost fern-like type of leaves that you see there. Part of our freebie sale, normally the 1 gallon plant is $9.99 and it's on sale, buy one get one free.
It's as if those leaves capture the sunlight.
You can see the reflection off of there. Another one with the shiny glossy leaves. This is our winter gem little leaf boxwood. Again, great for low light conditions. Also tolerates the full sun, so it's kind of a no-brainer. It will grow anywhere it's planted, and it provides this look 12 months out of the year. It's considered a broadleaf evergreen, meaning those leaves will maintain all throughout the wintertime. Has a small cluster of white flowers during the springtime, and it's also deer resistant. Part of our freebie sale, normally $29.99, on sale for buy one get one free.
How do you go ahead and make something deer resistant, or better yet, how does the Lord above make something like that we know deers aren't going to like?
Well, it definitely has passed the test, and we certainly can't take credit for that. It just so happens that deer don't like it, and so if you've got an area and you're challenged by deer, this is one of many things that we recommend.
Okay, very good. Just wanted to clear that up. What else, Mark?
Craig, I've got a couple of different hostas here. This is our Albo marginata hosta, and you can see some beautiful veining here in the leaves, and also some white variegation. Gets taller spikes of flowers. Normally those are $8.99, and it's buy one get one free.
Well, now is the time to pick up on the freebie sale, and these are great values, and you've got another one here for us, it looks like.
Yes, this is called our Blue Cadet hosta, and you can kind of see just kind of a shade of blue there over those leaves, just a hint, but it's a nice dwarf hosta. Part of our freebie sale, it is normally $9.99, and it's buy two, get three of them free.
Now, how long did these freebie sales last, Mark?
Well, some of these we may have a few hundred, and some of them we only may have a few. And so we always say you better hurry in before we run out.
Gotcha. Well, come on out this morning, won't you, and pick up on the great savings. Up next
is one of our dwarf repeat blooming daylilies. This one's called Pardon Me, and it's one of my favorites because of not only that it continues to bloom throughout the summertime, but beautiful, kind of a purplish red colored flower. You can see this one just starting to open up. There's lots of future buds here. They'll be opening up throughout the season. Blooms all the way up until frost. It's a nice compact repeat bloomer. It's part of our sale. Normally those are $9.99, and it is buy one, get one free.
Pardon me, huh? Very neat name. Hey, do I see a succulent here?
Yes, we do. We've got this here is our autumn fire sedum, and it feels really cool to the touch. Nice kind of spongy type of leaves, and those leaves do an excellent job of holding the moisture. So works out very well in drought-like type of conditions, or for those folks that don't water a lot or don't have an irrigation system. This is a very large 2-gallon size plant. Most of our perennials we grow in 1 gallons. This is rather mature, normally $14.99, and it's buy one, get one free.
So when you say rather mature, how long has this been growing?
Well, in this container here, we've probably grown this for a couple of years. As this size, it started out, of course, as a rooted cutting back in our nursery, and we always start them out as a 1 gallon, and then once they've reached full maturity to a 1 gallon, then we shift them up to a 2 gallon.
You take them off the bottle at that point, huh?
We do.
What's next, Mark?
Craig, I've got one of our beautiful dwarf lilacs here. And these, unlike the old-fashioned lilacs, which would get 10, 12 feet tall, this one only gets to be about 5, 6 feet in height. And we've got some customers that keep them pruned even shorter than that. Lilacs, in order to get them to bloom, they do need full sun. So if you've got low light shaded areas, this isn't the shrub for you. So if you want to enjoy those beautiful purple fragrant flowers in the springtime, definitely needs to go in full sun. Part of our freebie sale, these are normally $14.99, and it's buy one, get one free.
All right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. If you'd like to find out more about Linton's, of course, go online at lintons.com. Next up, Mark.
Craig, this is one of the old-fashioned favorites. This is called an Anthony Waterer Spirea, and bloomed earlier in this year. Has kind of a purplish lavender clusters of flowers. Great for full sun, low maintenance type of plant. Reaching about 4 feet in height and about 4 feet in width. You can see kind of these purplish bronze colored leaves. That's the new growth, and then colors up pretty in the fall as well. This nice 3-gallon plant is only $19.99, and with our freebie sale, it's buy one, get one free.
Now, viewers at home like color. They like low maintenance too, don't they?
We have seen that trend for many, many years now, and that's really kind of the plant palette that we've been concentrating on, just because very few folks have a full-time gardener and don't want to spend a lot of time pruning things.
It's a very wise thing to consider when you're looking at all the different options here. Low maintenance. And up next, Mark?
Oh, this is an old-fashioned favorite. This is a and lily magnolia, and blooms with huge pink, almost tulip-like type of flowers in the springtime. It turns into a nice ornamental tree, eventually reaching 15, 20 feet in height and about the same in width. And this is normally $14.99, and this week it's buy one, get one free.
Looks like you have a nice juniper up next.
Very good, Craig. Yes, love those berries on there. Those juniper berries have nice fragrance and aroma to them. This is a nice low-maintenance variety. Works out well like underneath the base of windows where you're not wanting something to get real large in that. But it's called a gray owl juniper and maintains its blue-gray color 12 months out of the year. Nice, soft to the touch. It's not a prickly type of evergreen. Normally these are only $24.99, and with our freebie sale, it's buy one, get one free.
Great values here during the freebie sale. Come on out this morning, and you'll enjoy a lot of what we're talking about here while supplies last, as Mark has mentioned.
Next here, we've got another juniper. This is our gold lace juniper. And actually, I like to use the two in combination. It's a good color combination. You see some contrast there. The gold lace junipers also prefer full sun. They're $25.99 for regular price. And with the freebie sale, it's buy one, get one free.
All right. Well, let's keep the line a moving. What do you say? What's up next?
Oh, it's a Tempelhof cypress. Very low maintenance. Does a great job of just naturally shaping itself, growing only a fraction of an inch a year. Works out very well in full sun. Also tolerates shade, and really like the texture of it. There's different shades of green. It's just a very nice low maintenance landscape plant. Normally $29.99, and then this week it's buy one get one free.
Mark, I've got a comment on this. It looks so healthy. Is that something that naturally comes as a result of being in these containers and being treated the way they are here at Linton's?
Well, if you planted in your yard and you followed our recommendations, it'd look just as good, if not better. And with us being able to grow in containers out at our nursery, it allows our guests to plant anytime the ground is not frozen. So now is a very ideal time to be installing plants, trees, and shrubs in your own landscape.
Yeah, especially when the price is right.
You're not going to get better prices than this.
Right. What's next, Mark?
Oh, I've got another flowering shrub here. This is our Worcester Gold Caryopteris, also known as Blue Mist Spirea. In a very few short weeks here, it's going to be completely covered in kind of a light blue colored flower. And what I like is that blue contrasting up against those golden colored leaves. Perfect for sunny areas. It's low maintenance, and this one you treat almost like a perennial. You just simply cut it down to the ground at the end of the season, and it grows right back up. Normally it's $24.99, and with our freebie sale, it's buy one, get one free.
So you're saying we will see blue and gold here just in time for Notre Dame football?
Just in time for Notre Dame football, yes.
What's up next?
Oh, one of our butterfly bushes, and boy, do these live up to their name. They are truly butterfly magnets, and not only do butterflies love them, I love them, and so do avid gardeners. When you walk by them, you really smell the sweet fragrance, and that's what does attract those butterflies to them.
That's what does it, huh? It's not the color.
It's a combination of both. The Lawnock butterfly bush is more of a lavender color, and normally it's $12.99. This week it's buy one, get one free.
All right, I think we're about ready for the wrap, and a big wow here to finish.
Yes, Craig, this is our grand finale here, about a 10, 12-foot tall birch tree. This is our Collie Heritage birch, and as this tree grows and matures, you'll see more and more of the exfoliating bark here on the tree, which is very, very attractive and prized for its beauty. It's a disease-resistant tree, unlike the old-fashioned white birch trees, which were very susceptible to birch borer and that. But this is a very hardy tree. It's a fast-growing tree, so if you're looking for some shade, you almost have instant shade with this tree. The tree is normally $89.99, and with our freebie sale, it's buy one, get one free.
That puts a wrap on today's freebie sale here from Linton's Enchanted Gardens on County Road 17 in Elkhart. And if you want to pick up on the savings that Mark just spoke of, well, now would be a good time to make plans to come on out later on this morning and throughout the day. In fact, Mark, why don't you help us with your hours through the weekend and into the week, if you could, please?
Oh, certainly, Craig. This weekend, we're open both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Sunday the same. And then throughout the week, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. all the way until 7 p.m. in the evening.
All right, great hours. Again, for more information, go to lintons.com. Better yet, swing on out here on County Road 17 in Elkhart, Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Mark, thanks so much.
Thank you, Craig.
For Mark Linton, for our entire crew, for our producer, Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.